Testing one, two.
When you're ready. Maybe when people play music, the button's right here. If it's right, you're good to go. Start. It's muted.
All right, welcome guys. We're glad y'all are all here. My name's Bryce Redwine. I'm the president of the Chamber of Commerce. And once again, welcome everybody tonight. This is a great, fun event for us, and we enjoy doing it every year. We're working real hard to make sure this thing goes as smoothly as possible. And we've changed a few things in the past few years, so bear with us. We're still working through the kinks. We're going to get food coming out here very shortly. Stephen, there is an ambulance outside.
You better not need it. Yeah.
I hope not either. I personally would like to thank all of our board members and our ambassadors for making this thing happen. Without them, it wouldn't be possible. We've all put in lots of work to make this thing run the way that it does. And I know it's going to be mentioned later, but I really want to thank Aaron and Tina Rahino. Where are they at? Are they over here somewhere? They might be still cooking at their own place. They provided us with the steaks. They cut the steaks for us, and they provided us with salad. And unfortunately, I was part of the crew that had to cook the steaks, so I cannot promise that you will get a good meal as you get over there. So this year's theme is a small town encore. And if you look at the definition of an encore in Merriam-Webster's dictionary, there's several definitions. The first one describes it: an encore is a demand for repetition or reappearance made by an audience. The second definition states a second achievement, especially that surpasses the first. And that's what Olton is doing. As I interact with people through work and through our pheasant hunt and all over, not only Texas, but the entire country, people that come to town are amazed that we can do the things that we're doing. And they say, Bryce, how do you do this? And I have one simple answer. It's the people. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It's the people that get us where we are. While so many other towns are dwindling down, we're thriving. Olton is doing great things. I'd be willing to bet that per capita we have more restaurants than any metropolitan area in the country. And it's all through our hard work. And all these outsiders are amazed that Oltonites can do all these things. We're Oltonites. We thrive no matter what. In whatever adversity we have, we thrive. And that's why we're here tonight, is to honor all these people that have made this happen. We're going to honor and celebrate the things that Olton is. We're going to celebrate the people that have laid the path for us in the past. and we're gonna celebrate the people that are continuing to groom that path so that Olton can continue to thrive. And I'm gonna take a break for a minute and let somebody that's more qualified to speak than I am come up and talk. The multi-talented Miss Annalise Ramage is gonna come give our invocation.
Good evening, guys. If you would please bow your head with me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I just thank you for bringing everyone here tonight together to celebrate each other and our amazing town that we get to call home. Bless this food to the nourishment of our bodies and our bodies to your service. I thank you for all your many blessings and for dying on the cross for our sins. It's in your name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Annalise. And I want to add something to that. Let's pray for the panhandle. We all need it. And if we ever had a catastrophic event like that happen in Olton, I know they would come to us. And I know that there are people in this community that have already donated and done whatever they can to help us out and do everything that they can. And again, that's what makes Olton unique, is because we all come together and we have an encore and we make things happen. And I'm very thankful for that. So now members of the high school band will lead us in our national anthem. Thank you to Mr. McCullough and our band. If you look at the back of your program, you'll see a list of our chamber business members. And all of these businesses not only provide their unique and essential talents to our community, but they also contribute lots to our community and other things. Events that occur year-round in Olton. And we at the chamber want to try to support our businesses as much as we can in this community. And we also host many events, Sand Hills, Hometown Christmas, things like that, that bring this community together. And we offer our business members opportunities to sponsor these events. And we're currently working with a very interesting opportunity with the Northwest Texas Rural Business Opportunity Program. It's out of Texas Tech. And they're helping bring free business consulting, technical assistance, training, community marketing, connections to resources in Olton to help our local small businesses. And I don't know where Brandy is. Yeah, there you are, Brandy. So I'm going to invite Miss Brandy Reed to come up here and talk a little bit right now about what she's doing and the things that she can help us with.
Thank you, Bryce. I appreciate it. So he basically told you all what we are doing, but I do want to say something real quick. I want to call attention to the fact that a community your size has an amazing Chamber of Commerce that's active and very interested in the success of Olton. And for that, I want to give them a hand, so I really appreciate what they do. I travel the area and I work with a variety of communities, and Olton is a unique one in that fact. And so I'm proud of y'all, and I appreciate the opportunity to come and talk to you tonight. So I'm with Texas Tech, and we applied for a grant to be able to come to rural areas and bring the business services that, like we do at the small business development centers in our region, to rural communities, because it takes almost 4 times as much money to create a job in a rural community as it does in an urban community. And we wanted to be able to connect all of you to resources and the things that you're not often aware of, such as we've heard of the EIDL loans and PPP now because of COVID, but those things existed before COVID, and they are still in existence and available to you. But there are a lot of other resources. There are economic development things that the Texas Department of Agriculture, the Office of the Governor, and many, many, many others, Texas Workforce Commission. And so what I want you to take away from my rambling up here is that I am a hub of connection for your small business owners and people who want to start businesses. I know I may not be the smartest person in the room, but I know a lot of smart people, and I can connect them with you. So that's what I want you to remember, and I thank the Olton Chamber of Commerce for opening the doors and letting us bring some free training events to you. We've already had QuickBooks. We're going to do another one called Profit Soup soon, and that one's a deep dive into break-even plus. So if you're tired of just breaking even or floating just below the line, we take a deep dive into your numbers and help you eke out some profit in some places that maybe you didn't realize money was leaking out or you weren't capitalizing on resources. So anyway, there's some more, but I'm not going to take up any more time, and I just want to thank you guys. Thank you for being here tonight. Congratulations on having such a great community.
And thank you, Brandy. And anybody that's interested in the Northwest Texas Business Alliance or Opportunity Program, just talk to Wesley at the office, and he can get you set up, and we can do everything we can to help. If you're also interested in becoming a member of the Chamber, if you're not already, and not only just the community of Olton, but by extension, our surrounding area, you can just talk to Wesley, give him your information, and he can get you set on the right track. And you can also help us as Chamber members and as members of the community to follow us on social media. I know we lost our newspaper a few years ago, and that was our main advertisement. And we don't have that anymore. And so, in our new day and age, everything's converting to social media. And so if you could, follow us on Facebook and other platforms like that. And not only like just the Olton Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture, but follow all of our other local businesses here. Because there's lots of them that post regularly if they're having deals or sales or the things that they're doing. And that's great for us, that's great for our community. As long as we can spread the word to as many people as possible, that's the best thing that we can do to keep this town thriving and have an encore. And now my papers got mixed up. So, I think the next thing to do is to introduce our new MCs for the night. This first one is a thorn in my side. She gives me a hard time every time she sees me. She keeps me on my toes. Miss Deani Areola. She is our current standing Sandhill sweetheart. She's involved in one-act play, tennis, UIL, NHS, student council, yearbook, and is the class vice president. She's been to regionals once for one-act play, has won top performer 5 times at one-act play, was NHS president, student council secretary, and she's head student editor of the yearbook. Outside of school, she participates and is the president of her youth group at St. Peter's Catholic Church. She's the president of her youth group, and in her free time, she enjoys hanging out with her family. And your boyfriend? Cleaning. You still haven't cleaned my house. I asked you this last year.
I've been busy.
And going to youth group. She also helps her mom at Laura's restaurant on Sundays because Sunday is by far the busiest day of the year, or busiest day of the week. Deanna's future plans consist of going to West Texas A&M and getting her master's degree in communication sciences and disorders. And with that degree, she hopes to become a speech and language pathologist. Thank you, Deanna. You can sit down. Our next MC is Emma Acker. She won first runner-up at our Miss Sandhill Sweetheart pageant last year. She's a senior who's involved in volleyball, basketball, softball, cheer, FFA, and National Honor Society. In volleyball, basketball, and cheer, she is a team captain and has obtained her Lone Star FFA degree, which that hits home to me. I'm proud of you for that. She plans on becoming a registered nurse and working as an NICU nurse. She enjoys listening to music and hanging out with her friends in her free time. So, like I said before, I'm going to pass this off to people who are more intelligent than I am, and I'm going to let them take the mic. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Bryce. Tonight we will be showcasing the talents of Olton's youth. We have a variety of entertainment from our local students lined up for your enjoyment. First up is Evelyn Meredith and Ellie McCaslin. Evelyn Meredith loves to sleep in late and take naps. She's in the 5th grade and enjoys helping take care of her class pet, a bearded dragon named Taylor Swift Huseman. Her hobbies are barrel racing and singing. Ellie McCaslin is only performing here tonight because Mrs. Meredith doesn't take no for an answer. She is 14 years old and she likes street tacos and basketball. Along with her musical talents, she is also an accomplished artist. Ellie and Evelyn will be performing Here Comes the Sun.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I'll say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here
of other young students giving us another musical performance. Copeland Livesay is 7 years old and is in Mrs. Huesman's class at Webb Elementary. He plays basketball and never gets tired. He also likes to read and sing. His favorite book to read is Nate the Great, and his favorite song to sing is Deep in the Heart of Texas. Kellen Meredith is 13 years old and in the 8th grade at Olton Junior High. He destroys silence. His favorite pastime is playing the drums. He also loves creating all kinds of wondrous worlds in Minecraft when his mom allows it. Copeland and Kellen will be performing Deep in the Heart of Texas. They will be accompanied by Tony Meredith.
Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie sky is wide and high. Deep in the heart of Texas, the sage in bloom is like perfume. Deep in the heart of Texas, reminds me of the one I love. Deep in the heart of Texas. The coyotes wail along the trail. Deep in the heart of Texas, the rabbits rush among the brush. Deep in the heart of Texas, cowboys cry yippee-ki-yay. Deep in the heart of Texas, the eagles fly across the sky. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Thank you, Copeland and Kellen. That was a wonderful performance. Please give these performers a big round of applause for their talents. Next, we would like to acknowledge our special guests, elected officials from our county, who have come to show their appreciation for Olton by attending here tonight. Please stand and wave to the crowd as your name is called. First, we would like to acknowledge our mayor, Mark McFadden, and all the members of City Council who have made an appearance tonight. Alan Williams, Blake Nines, Tracy DeBerry, Stephen Rodriguez, and Derek Robertson. Next, we would like to introduce our Lamb County Sheriff, Gary Maddox. And our Lamb County District Clerk, Debbie Long.
Thank you to all of our elected officials that have come out tonight to support Olton. Now we would like to recognize all of our returning Olton Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture Board of Directors. This year, if everyone would please raise your hand and wave as your name is called. Bryce Redwine, President. Stacy Ramage, Vice President. Corey Leduc, Secretary. Chelsea Allen, Josue Pedrosa, Kyle Stevenson, and Eric Williams. It is thanks to these people that Olton is promoted traditions and they are carried on, and new traditions are made. There is so much behind these scenes for every event that has to be done, and so many decisions that need to be made. These people, along with their spouses, are putting in the work and getting things done. Thank you, OCCA board members.
Our next performance will be a couple more young performers. Olivia McCaslin has natural energy at only 9 years old. She is in the 3rd grade and her favorite subject is recess. She loves to use her dramatic skills to compete and win in UIL oral reading. Lucy Carroll is the proud cousin of Olivia. Lucy is a showstopper. She loves to perform, and her cousin says she is funny. Lucy is 10 years old and is in Miss Meredith's homeroom class. Both of these young ladies have fun singing Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better together, and hope you enjoy this performance. They will be accompanied by Tony Meredith.
So can a rat. Oh! A pie? No. Neither can I. You can sing, I can sing softer. I can sing anything softer than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And you know you can sing, I can sing faster. I can sing anything faster than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. What are we doing? Huh? You're my friend. Do you really think I want to argue with you? You're right. This is silly. Hey, I have an idea. What if we sing together? I don't know. Let's try it. I don't think I will like it. I don't care. Let's try it. Fine. We can sing anything better together. Ooh, I like it. Me too. I can sing anything better with you. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can keep a beat with both feet. We can sing a song all day long. We can do most anything. Can you bake a pie? No, neither can I. It doesn't matter. We can sing anything better together. I can sing anything better with you. Yes, I can. Yes,
Thanks Olivia and Lucy for that wonderful performance. Bryce Redwine will now come up to do our next drawing and then talk about our election of directors for this year.
So, like I said, my papers got mixed up right here. Our chamber is blessed with members that support us all the time throughout the year. And tonight, we want to try to give back to them as much as we can. So we're going to do drawings. Most of y'all are probably familiar with Olton Bucks. And so these are good for most of the businesses that are on the back of your program. You take those in, then they bring it and you can buy whatever you want with that amount of money. Then they'll reimburse, or then they'll give them back to us and we will reimburse them for the money. So we're gonna start with 4 $25 prizes. Wesley, are you writing this down? Okay. We need to draw. Where's it?
Box behind you.
Okay. I'm not doing it. Oh, you pick them. So the first $25 prize winner is Troy Don Encore and Cattle Company. Well, that's part of the deal. You got to be present if you want to win. Is Troy Don here? Okay, well, let's draw another one.
The first ones are for $10 ones. This is the second one. Oh, you're right. My bad. This is just the
Ms. Chelsea Allen with Chris Prather Insurance Agency. I know she's in the back taking care of stuff right now, so we'll get it to her. Take this. Number 2 now. Food King Pharmacy in Olton. They're not here either. Dax Car. Is Jay or Holly here? We're gonna run out. J.O. and Mary Bass. There you go. Quicksand Incorporated, Mr. Kyle Alcorn, is he here? Aline, okay, there you go, that's a winner. Yeah, you'll take it to Aline over there with the. McFadden Trailer Sales. Michael or Velvet here? Swanky Gypsy. Brittany Parkey. We're gonna give that to her.
Okay.
That's 4. Okay, now we're gonna go to the $50 prize winners. Lamb County Healthcare Center. wanting water dog Kelsey. Yeah, give that one to Lori. Olton ISD. There you go. Come get it. West Texas Gas. Chewy here. Steel Grace. I'm gonna have to get on everybody about not showing up. Excel, anybody here from Excel Energy? Cody and Kim Carson. Olton Welding. Alan's there. There we go, Alan.
And then that's all.
Yeah. So we have 3 board members that have expiring terms this year. Kyle Stevenson was elected in 2021. Josue Pedroza replaced an unexpired term last year, and Stacy Ramage, who was elected in 2021. Kyle, Josue, and Stacy have all expressed their desire to continue serving on the board. And as per our bylaws, our board members may consist between 9 and 12 members. And after consideration, we've decided to open up our vacant spot for a 10th member of the board of directors. And she's back there in the back slaving away. Brittany Redwine has been nominated to fill that spot. And after we've seen the work that Brittany has done to grow Sand Hills and Hometown Christmas, it was kind of a no-brainer to add her to the board. And when Wesley asked Brittany for a bio that we could read about her, she just said, "I'm married to the guy that talks too much." She's not wrong. She has her doctorate in physical therapy and is employed by Advanced Physical Therapy to Go in Lubbock. She works in Lubbock and the surrounding areas, as well as with our student athletes at OISD. In her spare time, she enjoys doing puzzles, chasing her 3 kids, Bailey and Bryn, that are 7, and Barron, who is 5. And since the moment that we moved to Olton, she's jumped headfirst into this community, and she's going to do a great job. So at this time, these 4, Kyle Stevenson, Josue Pedroza, Stacy Ramage, and Brittany Redwine, will be elected by acclamation to serve a new 3-year term. I'd also like to introduce one additional member to the Chamber of Commerce Board that has been appointed to replace another director's position that they resigned with. Katie Rees has been appointed to fill this remaining 1-year term. Katie's the wife of Chris and mother of 4 kids, Cambry, Caitlin, Christopher, and Jordan. She's the office manager for West Texas Tire Works here in Olton. And outside of work, she attends church with her family, does crafts in her spare time, and chases her kids around what seems like to her every event possible. I feel your pain. She's excited to serve on the chamber board and thankful to be a part of the amazing community like Olton. And we have one person that did not get mentioned earlier. Can we get Lori Ronnie out here? Blake, yeah. She needs to come out right now. I'm using my dad voice. So I think Lori accidentally got left off our list of board of directors, and she's back there doing work, but it is also her birthday. So, we are going to sing happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lori. Happy birthday to you. Your husband put me up to that. So if anybody else has any interest in ever joining the chamber, talk to Wesley, and he can get you started on that process. Other than that, I'm done. Y'all are through talking to me for the night. Yes, I think. And now the ever so talented Miss Ramage is going to come up and talk about our wonderful ambassadors. They're the ones that are serving y'all, and they do an incredible job. They help us out all year long, and they have to put up with me most of the time. Just ask Deanna.
That's true. I'm not going to lie. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I hope your dinner, you're enjoying it. We are working hard in that kitchen, but I hope you're enjoying your meal tonight. Alrighty. So for the last 5 years, the Olton Chamber of Commerce has sponsored the Sue Cannon Ambassador Program with Olton's high schoolers to open up an avenue for student leaders to serve our community. The students are nominated and selected by the teachers at Olton High School, as well as the Olton Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture board members. Let me tell you, we put these kids to work. They work hard. Everything we do for the chamber, they are right in the trenches with us, and we could not do all the things we do without them. Their work ethic and their willingness to serve our community is outstanding. For me, I still picture most of them as little Webbers, so it's a blessing to see them at this point in their school career. At this time, I'm going to introduce them. You've seen them running around this cafeteria all night, but I do want to recognize them by name. We're going to start with our junior ambassadors, and I'll ask you to hold your applause until I'm done. Harry Amador, and if y'all are in here, kind of wave as you're. Isaac Florentino, Avery Garcia, Reagan Holmes, Wyatt Nelson, Elijah Perez, Annalise Ramage, Jimenez Sanchez, Adrian Struve, and then for our senior ambassadors this year, Deanna Areola, Paige Divina, Evelyn Matute, Michael Matute, Eddie Madrano, Eddie Ramirez, Adrian Reyna, Aspen Struve, Josh Villanueva, and Katie Wilson. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the amazing young people that you are. You are our leaders of tomorrow, and I know God has special plans for your future, but I hope you know how much we love you. Please give them a round of applause. The Chamber Board would also like to recognize our ag teacher here at Olton High School, and that's Mrs. Nikki Smith. She has been involved with our ambassadors since the beginning of our program, and she is basically the bridge between our ambassadors and the Chamber Board. She's in the trenches with us. Even though she has gone off the board, she's still right in the middle helping us. So she's not here tonight, as far as I know, unless she came in when I was in the kitchen. I don't think she's here. But please also give her a round of applause. Alrighty, I'm gonna head back to the kitchen. You guys clean up good, let me just say. I hope you're having fun tonight. I'm gonna turn it back over to the girls. Thanks.
Now for a bit more entertainment before we can move on to our awards. Diego Gallegos, Brennan Meredith, Ryan Vega, Jorge Angel, and Caden Garcia, a brass quintet from our Olton High School band, will be playing a tune called The Wailing Song.
Thank you, Diego, Brennan, Ryan, George, and Caden. That was an impressive performance. And now we will be moving on into our Outstanding Citizens Awards, where we honor the outstanding members of our community. First, we will have Shelley Rose, 2023 winner of the Educator of the Year, present the 2024 Educator of the Year Award.
Good evening. While not a native to Olton, this year's recipient is native to small town West Texas, and they have made Olton their home and ministry for the past 13 years. The amount of students who came back to visit and continue to stay in touch over the years, sharing photos of their own children and stories of their life successes, is a testament to this teacher's impact and influence. Born and raised in a home filled with music, left a mark on this educator, and he has dedicated his life to sharing that joy of music with others. The youngest child of a church pianist, some of his earliest memories of music began with him trolling his mother by requesting the little-known hymn, God of Earth and Outer Space, only for the thrill of singing the line, bless the astronaut to fly as they soar beyond the sky. You won't find that one in any recently published Baptist hymnal. His parents shared love of James Taylor, George Strait, and Toby Keith. He and his older brother were influenced by the best musicians around. While he always appreciated music, he was bit by the instrumental bug when he began playing his saxophone in the junior high band. When his teacher, none other than Jerry Bartley, asked him to switch instruments to the trombone. So he did so without complaint or hesitation and discovered a love for the instrument. Always highly competitive in spirit, this teacher spent his teen years chasing after the achievements of his older brother, now a professional drummer in Nashville. His drive for success earned him a coveted position in the All-State Band, along with multiple 1 ratings on the state level with his trombone ensemble, and coveted 1 rating on a trombone solo his senior year. He not only found musical success in school, but also proved himself to be quite the scholar, graduating as salutatorian of his class. While in high school, he discovered his first love, marching band. Football season was not enough on the field time for him, so he dedicated 2 summers in high school touring the United States with Drum Corps International. First, with the legends of the Texas Drum Corps, then Troopers Drum and Bugle Corps out of Casper, Wyoming. At 19, he interned for the summer as a camp staffer at the prestigious, Interlochen Center for the Arts Camp in Interlochen, Michigan, driving himself the entire way there and back in his little Chevy pickup. He attended Wayland Baptist University, where he discovered a talent for singing and music composition. Under the excellent teaching of Dr. Ann Stutz, he found a passion for music theory and even considered, however briefly, teaching on a collegiate level. In college, he performed in jazz band and in trombone ensemble. The Wayland School of Music afforded him opportunities to learn about music technology, including sound mixing, recording, multimedia productions, and stage lighting. Anyone in Olton who has benefited from his knowledge of amps, microphones, and sound systems can thank the long and lonely hours he spent recording concerts and running soundboards at senior recitals throughout his college years. His musical pursuits have taken him all over the world. He performed with the Wayland Baptist Band and Choir in Valencia and Madrid, Spain in 2003, and in Moscow and St. Petersburg, Russia in 2006. Also in 2006, his high school band director commissioned him to write a special composition to be performed by a full band, and he officially became a published composer when he wrote his piece named Wildfires. It was performed by the New Deal High School Band at their spring concert, and he was proudly introduced as composer at his high school alma mater. While at Wayland, he made many lifelong friends and connected with professors who encouraged him as a musician, a teacher, and a believer in Christ. He shared an on-campus suite and a music ed major with his longtime childhood friend. And in testament to his loyalty and friendship, they remain very close friends and colleagues to this day. His membership in the Christian fraternity, Kappa Upsilon Chi, I'm not sure about that one, y'all, was invaluable to him in the terms of the friendships he made and the spiritual encouragement he received from his fraternity brothers. Their motto, based on Proverbs 27:17, as iron sharpens iron, became a life mantra for him, to always seek ways to sharpen and encourage others. Always willing to try new things, he did not hesitate to volunteer when a frat brother and Wayland cheerleader told him that they needed more male cheerleaders to take on the task of lifting, tossing, and stunting beautiful young cheerleaders at basketball games. In a testament to his willingness to go above and beyond for his students, Olton would likely still know nothing of his years spent moonlighting as a college cheerleader, were it not for the toe-touch scene around the world at the pep rally last year. He still got it. If you were able to ask him about his musical career in college, he would say that it culminated not with his performance in Madrid or Moscow, but with his senior recital where his older brother and musical role model accompanied him on percussion. Family has always been top priority to him. He graduated magna cum laude in December 2006. At Wayland, he found his second love, his wife. They met in adolescent development class, ironically enough, both pursuing education degrees. He impressed his future wife with his cheesy sense of humor and down-to-earth genuineness that has endeared him to so many others as well. They were married in 2007 and are blessed to work together today. He and his wife welcomed their first child in 2009. Before they ever began a family, they knew together that adoption would be part of their family story. After much prayer on their part and gentle prodding from the Lord, they became licensed foster parents in 2012. After fostering for several years, they adopted 2 children in 2015. Their eldest son contributed his own musical talents to tonight's entertainment and will perform at State Solo and Ensemble in May. He began his teaching career as an assistant band director at Highland Park in Amarillo, then worked as an assistant in Slayton from 2008 to 2010. He took his first head director position in Olton in the fall of 2010, ironically working with his former junior high band director, Jerry Bartley, as his assistant. Mr. Bartley was beloved in the Olton and surrounding areas as a director with a career spanning more than 5 decades. And he left a lasting impression on a recipient's heart as student and co-worker. One thing he took from Mr. Bartley was to keep band fun for the students and to not succumb to the temptation to become consumed in scores and ratings. This year's recipient is well known for saying, "Band is good when band is fun, and band is fun when band is good." While the teacher is modest and prefers not to boast about UIL ratings and achievements, we would be remiss not to discuss his years of excellence here in Olton. You will find his name listed as Director of Bands etched on dozens of plaques and trophies in the band hall and trophy case. Under his direction of the Mighty Mustang Band, students have found years of success in all-region band, honor band, all-state band, and state solo and ensemble. He led the Mustangs to Division I rating in marching in 2010, 11, 12, 13, and 14. At this point, he took a hiatus from teaching. He returned in 2019, where the band earned yet another Division I rating. They have earned 3 more in the years since, including one this past fall, which also qualified the band for area marching contest. Most recently this year, 11 Olton students performed in the junior high and high school all-region band, and 2 students made honor band. 9 students qualified for state, solo, and ensemble, and will perform at state in May. In his time as director, the Mustang Band has earned 3 sweepstakes trophies, meaning the band earned Division I ratings not only in marching, but also in their spring contest and sight reading. Should the band earn a 1 at the spring contest and sight reading later this month, it will be this teacher's 4th sweepstakes for Olton. In January this year, he had the honor of being selected among directors to serve as the Association of Texas Small School Bands Coordinator of the 1A, 2A Junior High Concert Band. He has taught elective classes at South Plains Band Camp for more than a decade, most recently last summer teaching marching band fundamentals to junior high students from across the South Plains. As proud as he is of all of his achievements of the Olton band students, what this recipient loves most about teaching is getting to create precious memories and a sense of family and belonging to his students. Generations of Olton students now have a love for board games, Hop Doddle Burgers, and Hamilton because they were introduced to such joys by their teacher. Known for asking students after performances on the field and the stage, "Did you have fun?" This educator has made it a mission to give kids experiences to treasure for the rest of their lives. Knowing firsthand that band can serve as a safe place for kids who need somewhere to belong, he seeks out ways to help students find a home in the program by honoring traditions such as Bandsgiving, a gathering in the band hall on the first Monday of Thanksgiving break, where all other students are glad for a break from school. Band students come back to school on this day bearing homemade dishes and desserts. The director provides the turkey, some years smoking himself in an overnight labor of love, and of course the board games. This educator looks forward to Bandsgiving every single year simply because of the opportunity it provides students to relax, connect, and have fun. Honoring the memory of his late uncle who became an Eagle Scout at the age of 13, scouting has become a huge part of his and his family's life. He served as Cub Master of Pack 252 of Plainview and worked tirelessly to restore a struggling scout pack back to order. The pack is still thriving to this day. In 2019, he was honored with the Unit Leader Award of Merit by the South Plains Council. This award is given to scout leaders who contribute significantly to the growth and development of a healthy scouting program. Today, he guides young students through several merit badges, including music, chess, game design, and cycling. Last summer, while camping in Trinidad, Colorado, he led the more adventurous scouts from Troop 256 on a 10-mile hike through the hills and mountains surrounding Trinidad Lake. Woo. Born the son of a bass fisherman, outdoorsiness is in his blood. You can frequently find him whitewater rafting, camping, kayaking, hiking, fishing, and cycling. Besides his dedication to Olton youth as an educator, he has also faithfully served as the music minister at First Baptist Church of Olton for more than a decade. He lends his vocal and self-taught guitar skills leading worship every Sunday morning and Wednesday night at the Haven. He also volunteers to lead worship at the Running Water Draw Care Center from time to time. During the fall, his busiest season, he meets with the church choir to rehearse and prepare a Christmas cantata. He also teaches an adult Sunday school class, has led small groups at the Haven, and generously opened his home last year to lead a Bible study for Olton students on Sunday night. His service and dedication to Olton youth has been an invaluable asset to the community over a decade. Never one to say no when asked to do something in service to others, he has served on countless church committees and has found himself running sound or video for many school graduations and assemblies, often jumping in to help without being asked. During passing periods, you will often find him in the hallway, smiling and shaking hands with students who have long since abandoned their musical pursuits and band class for other interests. The fact that he seeks out these students who he might have only had in class for a year or two and not only visits with them regularly, but also keeps up with their interests, hobbies, and achievements demonstrates the depth of his genuine compassion and care for all students. Whether it's leading worship at the care center or leading kids through a 10-mile mountain trek, performing a flawless toe touch at a pep rally, or donning a pink wig for breast cancer support, teaching marching fundamentals at band camp, or organizing a junior high all-region band, this teacher never hesitates to show up for kids. He possesses every aspect one would want in an educator: knowledge, passion, deep compassion, and a sacrificial willingness to serve. His students know him for his crazy socks, his pop figurine collection, and his fedora, but they also know him for his heart. I would like to present to you this year's Educator of the Year, Travis McCullough. would just like to say he has a very dear wife that thinks a whole lot of him. She wrote that beautifully. So I was very impressed. Thank you.
I have to say things. I don't like saying things. I'm blown away by this. It's weird to kind of hear things from your past just kind of displayed in like it's like they're reading somebody else's information. I love what I get to do. I love this community, and yes, in an older edition of the Baptist hymnal, number 20. It's called God of Earth and Outer Space. Look it up. It's quite interesting. But thank you so very much. I really appreciate it.
Congratulations to our 2024 Educator of the Year, Travis McCullough. Every other year, the OCCA presents the Farm Family of the Year Award to honor a farm family from Olton that has made a significant contribution to our community. This year, the Chamber Board of Directors has made the decision to open up this award to include all families in Olton who volunteer and make great efforts to help make Olton a better place to live. Now, I would ask Stephen and Shelley Rose, the winners of Farm Family from the year in 2022, to present this year's Family Farm of the Year.
Okay, Stephen, he wasn't all that into reading, so I'm going to read again. Anyway, for our Family of the Year, our recipient for Family of the Year is an Olton native, and his spouse is a transplanted Oltonite. He and his wife graduated from Texas Tech, where they met and fell in love. They are faithful members of the First Baptist Church in Olton, and they serve our community in many different ways. He is the oldest son of a longtime Olton farm family. He has been farming since he and his wife returned to Olton after getting married. His family values and work ethic were learned by watching his parents and grandparents. Our recipient is a 2006 graduate of Olton High School. After high school, he attended college at Texas Tech, where he received his bachelor's degree in sports science in 2010. His wife graduated from Tahoka High School in 2006. She also attended Texas Tech and received her degree in exercise sports science and studied secondary education. She graduated also from Tech in 2010. She taught at Friendship ISD for 2 years and then taught at Olton for 1 year before staying home to raise her children. They are parents of 3 wonderful and outgoing girls that are currently in school at Webb Elementary, where their mom also serves in the ABC Club. The ABC Club is an organization that serves the elementary school in many ways, and they do a great job. She is also serving on the Olton ISD School Board. She has been doing that for several years. This couple can also be seen working at the First Baptist Church, where you'll always find one or the other teaching or working on the bereavement, nominating, finance, or youth pastor search committees, and many more. Brother David said they are all both very involved and very much a part of serving the church and community. They have both been involved in Olton youth basketball for many years. She has been president of OYB for many years. She was coaching teams before her own children were even old enough to play. He can also be found coaching teams every year too. They also coach their girls in t-ball and would never miss watching their girls in the newest addition to our baseball program, softball. These two can almost always be found helping with sporting events, again, around town. They have been in charge of the volleyball tournament during the Sandhill celebration for several years too. In 2017, our recipient took over in an unexpired term on the city council where he has been serving for the past, I think, 7 years, if I did my math right. Their willingness to serve in our community is a testament to their pride and love of our little town. I myself can attest to that. I work closely with her in many areas at church, but mostly Sunday school. We work as a team to cover each other's classes, and she's always ready to help me out, and in many, many more ways than just that. When it comes to her husband, I am always so impressed that he makes time for his children, church, and community first and foremost. I cannot think of a more perfect family to receive this honor. May I present to you the 2024 Family of the Year, Tracy, Megan, Dawson, Daly, and Dylan DeBerry.
Really know what to say. I don't like being up here on the stage, but other than thank you, we love this community, and if I stay up here much longer, I'll probably pass out. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Tracy and Megan DeBerry, a well-deserved honor. Denise Hasha, the 2023 recipient of the Support Staff of the Year, will now be presenting the 2024 Support Staff of the Year Award.
Okay, y'all, mine is short and sweet. Families have written a lot, so I think somebody's going to be in trouble. But this year's recipient started working at the bank in 1998 as a teller. She then became a loan officer and helped set up new accounts. Her co-workers have said she goes above and beyond what is considered normal to make sure you, the customer, had everything signed and taken care of. Or maybe you called to get advice on a 401k or an IRA. For many people, she set up your accounts. Now she's setting up accounts for your children and your grandchildren. She will be retiring at the end of February to spend time with her own 5 grandkids and her husband for over 51 years. She also enjoys working in the yard. This year's Support Staff of the Year is Gemma Bradley.
Somebody lied. Did you say 98? It's 88. Thank you. I broke the camera.
Congratulations to Jim and Bradley. Before we get into our remaining 3 awards, we will have one more musical performance of the night. Elijah Perez, Josiah McCullough, Katie Wilson, and Emilio Reyes will be performing together as a low brass quartet. The piece they will be performing for us this evening is called Prelude and Fugue in G minor. Please enjoy.
Elijah, Josiah, Katie, and Emilio for that wonderful performance. Before we move on, I would like to say a special thank you to our city manager, Keely Adams. Thank you for all the hard work that you do. Brittany Redwine, recipient of the 2023 Women of the Year Award, will be announcing the winner of the 2024 Women of the Year Award.
The recipient for the 2024 Woman of the Year Award is a lifetime resident of Olton. Born on March 8th of 1935, she grew up on the farm at the edge of the sandhills with her father, mother, and 4 siblings. She married in 1950. Soon after they married, the young couple moved to Lubbock for a short stint, but it wasn't long before they returned home to Olton, where her husband bought farmland, and they established their home just east of Olton, where they raised their daughter, born in 1951, and their son, born in 1955. Okay. In the 1960s, she involved herself with the Girl Scouts as the leader of the troop that her daughter participated in, and through the years volunteered when needed in her community in the First Baptist Church that she and her family attended, in which she is still a member of. She proved her entrepreneurship through the years as she provided products to the Olton community, selling Shakely Herbs, Mary Kay makeup, perfumes, and jewelry. She was awarded top honors for her sales through the Shakely and Mary Kay companies and was a senior supervisor for the Shakely Corporation. Her salesmanship and sense of fashion and design landed her a job in the Lubbock Mall in a fashion store. She also enjoyed working at the Mini Mall for several years. Her love for preserving the history of the community of Olton led her to a position as director and curator of the Olton Sandcrawl Museum for 13 years. She has worked tirelessly to set up new displays in the museum yard, as well as the Heritage House, and orchestrated events to raise money for the museum. Her festive Christmas displays have filled the library and museum windows for years. Her continual work to create a place to honor those who established, worked, and lived in Olton has not gone unnoticed. She was awarded the Citizen of the Year Award in 2010 and was the recipient of the Volunteer of the Month Award in January of 2017 by the Ready to Serve volunteer program of Plainview. She and her husband were honored as the parade marshal and queen for the 2018 Sandhill celebration. And at the age of 88, she hasn't stopped. She has visualized a revitalized Main Street with new facades and paintings depicting the heritage of Olton. That may be her next project. Our recipient of the 2024 Woman of the Year Award is the daughter of the late Buck and Martha Nicholas and was married to Wayne Carson for 69 years. She has 2 children, Kathleen McLean and Alan Carson, son-in-law Charles McLean and daughter-in-law Noreen Carson, 7 grandchildren, 11 great-grandchildren, and with another great-granddaughter to arrive in April. She has 3 sisters, 1 brother, numerous in-laws, nephews, nieces, and 4 beloved cats. It's my honor to congratulate our 2024 Woman of the Year, Peggy Carson.
Never thought about ever getting this. joined the museum board. Esther Graham was the leader. She was our president. And she quit, and she said she's retiring, so there's about 6 of us. They called us all up to the museum, said, we got in a circle, said, all right, who's gonna take it? Started over here. They wouldn't. They didn't want it, they didn't want it, and they didn't want it, so it got to me, and I said, okay, I'll take it. So from there, I began my adventure in the museum and learning things and recording things and meeting people and things coming in that was very interesting. I think museums are very important to a town because it records all the people that lived there and was born there, and some of them are still there. And so that's how it was. And then we started decorating windows. We decorated the windows every year at Christmas. And I've enjoyed it. And anyone that'd like to join me and join my board, they're welcome to come on. So I thank you, Olton, very, very much. Thank you. This hip giving me trouble, but I'm going to quit it and go away.
Congratulations to Peggy Carson for winning the Woman of the Year award. Blake Ninus 2023 Man of the Year award will now present the 2024 Man of the Year award.
As Brian said earlier, this is a fun night for a bunch of us. It's fun to pass it on to the next one. But I did notice there's a couple of faces that I thought that would be here tonight, knowing it would be the most exciting night for them, because I finally can't use the, hey, I'm Man of the Year card anymore. That'd be my buddies. Good evening. This year's Man of the Year is a lifelong resident of Olton. Described by many, he's the most selfless person they know that has a servant's heart. Some of his volunteer duties include serving on the Olton City Council and is currently a volunteer driver for the Olton Ambulance. This man will drop anything not only to help his family, but his neighbors throughout the Olton community. Whether he's trimming trees, mowing lawns for people that aren't able to do it themselves, taking people to doctor's appointments, or even cutting hair, he has done it all with no expectations. Myself, knowing this man my whole life, he's always greeted me with a smile and a very welcoming hello. With the servant's heart, this man is everywhere. I would drive by one house, seeing him do yard work there, then it seemed like 10 minutes later, he'd be at another house mowing away with that smile. What a great role model he is for his kids, grandkids, and even great-grandkids. Graduating from Wayland with his bachelor's degree and master's from Texas Tech, he taught 1st and 3rd grade here in Olton, serving as an elementary principal for a year before working as an educational administrator for South Plains College, where he eventually retired from. This man's married to Norma, has been married to Norma for 45 years, has 3 daughters, Jennifer, Brenda, and Celia, 9 grandkids, and 11 great-grandkids. Your 2024 Man of the Year is Mr. Loopy Reese.
I'm just in total shock. That's this award here is something that I don't know how I got this. But my prayer every morning to my Lord is to give me health so that I can contribute, and that's all that I really strive to do. That was my goal when I retired. I think that's in the my speech when I retired 11 years ago, and I hope to continue to contribute to this great community. I was born here, raised here, I've lived here all my life, and I enjoy it. I want to make it a better place, and I thank y'all. Y'all have a great night.
Congratulations to Guadalupe Ruiz for winning the Man of the Year award. Finally, I would like to ask Barbara McFadden, winner of the 2023 Citizen Through the Years Award, to come up and announce the 2024 Citizen Through the Years Award winner.
What would we do without our children? Our Citizen Through the Years came to Olton in 1978 from Austin, Texas, to be the high school English teacher and one-act play director. This was to be the beginning of her teaching career. She came to Olton as a young single teacher that had no desire to live in a farming community and had sworn she would never marry a farmer. However, within 2 years, she was married to the love of her life. This was in 1980. Within 3 years, they had 2 children. With the children came school. She began active in the Booster Club and helping in band parents, as she was very active in all their activities, working diligently in every aspect of their school years. Her students all speak well of her as a teacher. They liked her because she was always smiling and happy. She was very diligent in her teaching and made classes very enjoyable. As one of her students stated, she was so tiny that if the wind was blowing very strong, they were concerned that she would blow away. Our citizen also has a heart for all children and would see to it that they had rides to and from children's choir at church. Another interesting thing in her life was that a teacher at school had a premature baby and was searching for someone to watch the child, as he could not be around other children until he developed a better immune system. She was only an acquaintance of the mother, but that didn't stop her from volunteering to care for the child. She loved and cared for the child until he entered school and throughout his life. She has served 20 plus years as worship leader / piano player at FUMC in Olton. 10 years active in Running Water Draw Care Center Auxiliary. 10 years weekly pianist at Running Water Draw. That is a tongue twister, y'all. Running Water Draw Care Center. And Sand Hills Village, and has served on the Running Water Draw Care Center Board of Directors. That sounds like that would be enough to wear one person out, but not our citizen. She has 20 plus years as dispatcher, driver, and EMT for OVAA, as well as on the board of directors, and has been the bookkeeper for them for 10 years. Another area that she has been a part of is the museum and library. She has created a book club at the library and has painted the back room of the museum and painted the curb yellow in front of the library for people like me that might miss a step if they don't see it. Making more for elderly, in other words. You may have already guessed who our Citizen Through the Years is, but just in case you haven't, I just want you to say that she is very deserving of this honor. Please help me by thanking her for all she has done for our community through these past years. Our Citizen Through the Years is Pam Robertson.
Well, my goodness. I'm just wanting to say I am humbled and honored to get the award and to be living in Olton. I'm so glad that this is where God planted me. There's a lot of wonderful people in Olton that I've enjoyed through the years, and especially Scott. And gonna give a little shout out to Olton EMS also to say I've enjoyed so much my time there with them, and we are so lucky to have such a great service in Olton, and we can always use some help in case you want to think about that. Thank y'all so much. Thank you.
Congratulations to Pam Robertson and all of our other 2024 Outstanding Citizen Award winners. I would now like to ask Chelsea Allen to come up and do our last two drawings for the evening.
Okay guys, we have two $100 drawings for Olton books. Got you, Pam. And then we also have a surprise raffle item that was donated by Hoppin, and it's actually this flat screen TV. It's 32 inches, so we'll do that after the Olton books. O-Town Fitness. Okay, the second winner is Harlan and Cheryl Carson. You do have to be present to win, so are they here? Okay, Western Equipment. Okay, and now we're due our drawing for the TV. There's a lot of names on here that I don't know.
Sorry.
Lewis, Kaufman, Reed, Stuckey, Geddes and Company.
That.
We would like to thank all of the businesses who came and decorated a table for tonight's banquet. They all looked very lovely.
Thanks to Olton ISD for allowing us to use their facilities here in the cafeteria. The Chamber Board of Directors decided to make the meal themselves this year, and Olton ISD, as usual, has been very accommodating. Thank you again.
A big thank you to Rahino Barbecue and Market for providing us with meat and many of the other ingredients used in our meal tonight. They gave us a great deal on our ingredients and provided many of their services for free that helped us immensely making this meal possible. It is so good to have a market in Olton again. Please go visit them at the market.
Thanks to Tony Meredith for organizing and accompanying our younger entertainers this evening. They did such a wonderful job, and we appreciate you for helping to foster the musical talents of the young people in our small town.
Thank you to Mr. McCullough for putting together our band ensemble performances tonight. They were excellent, and you do a wonderful job teaching the youth in our town the art of music. Your award tonight was very well deserved.
Another special thanks to Nikki Smith for helping the Chamber Board organize their ambassadors and for convincing students like me to come out here and speak in front of everyone.
Again, thank you all for coming tonight. We truly love to see our community come together and honor those who give their all year after year to help make Olton a better place to live. Would you please stand and bow with me as we close tonight's celebration with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I would just like to say thank you. Thank you for putting my family in this town. Thank you for the families in this community. Thank you for the small businesses that are always willing to help each other, and the amazing teachers that we have in our schools. Thank you for the people that keep Olton alive, and for the people that care. Olton really is truly special, and it's all thanks to you, Lord. We thank you for everyone who is willing to help each other, and thank you for everything that you do, God, for sending your only Son to forgive us for our sins. I thank you for everything, and it's in your heavenly name that we pray. Amen.
We need all of our award winners to get together to get their picture taken by Wesley and wonderful people at Lamb County Leader News. Pictures will be set over there where Wesley's standing. Over there. Thank you all again for coming, and please drive home safely. I'm running.
She's gone.
That picture? No.
I want one picture, that's all I want, okay? Then I'm good. Look at my feet. I'm not, it's just the top half. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Most of you all are getting caught up talking with people, but y'all can get right back to it right after we get a picture taken. So we'd like to get everybody together before before everyone leaves. So we'll take it up here.
They all did a great job.
Thank you. Congratulations. So you really had no idea?
I didn't know. They did a good job keeping it secret.
I mean, they led right off with music. So.
I know, like, not a native education administrator. I was like, what?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I bet Josiah was thrilled.
It's like, you deserve it.
Aw, I love it. Well, congrats. Thank you for your help.
You bet.
Hi, how are you? Sorry, I'm dropping my papers. I had a bunch of. I think you did.
Is Gemma Bradley still in the building? Please come to the stage. She left already. Okay.
I know, it's a lot to take pictures of. Yes, I'm pretty sure I have. I just want to make sure. Over 4,000.
All right, we have all our award winners set up on the stage, so if anyone would like to take a picture, I'll be taking one right now.
And the also was